streaming, right? Right, YouTube? Yes, thank you. Let's share this link in Discord. And then we'll get going. Yeah, so for anyone just joining, we'll be starting 1 second. If you hit the right arrow key on your keyboard, it'll fast forward if you're watching this as a replay. It'll fast forward past me taking a minute to send a link out to people and stuff like that. That's the wrong room. That's the wrong room. Let's put that over here. For those who don't know, I work on computers all day. I program them, and sometimes I don't know how to use them. That's just the way it goes, I guess. All right, let's go. I want to show off some of my non-Nolan Ryan stuff. So first of all, I have a whole bunch of, I'm not going to read off all the names, but behind in the back here I have a ton of baseballs that I've collected mostly over the last couple of years. So some of them, well, I'll read off a couple of them. I've got Phil Hughes, Brooks Robinson, Al Kaline, Willie Mays, Hank Aaron, Sparky Lyle, Pat Neshek, which I thought was a pretty cool one to get. He is a collector, and he was the first, professional baseball player that I realized was a collector too. And so I sent him some stuff that I thought he might like, and he sent me an autographed baseball. And then up top I have some bats too. So I've got Mays, Snyder, Hank Aaron, Billy Williams, Alan Trammell, a bunch of bats up there. But that's not what I wanted to do today. I wanted to show off some of these things. So I'm just going to go through, and I probably won't spend a lot of time on each card, but some of them may warrant a little bit more time. Most of these are non-sport, so they're going to be like a lot of celebrity. That doesn't interest you. I also have some non-celebrity, non-sport, like space and history, that are towards the end of this. But we'll go through some of them. I will ask you to not judge me, but I like what I like. Piece of cardboard. Okay, so I like some of these. The Pop Century, they did a pretty cool job, a pretty good job of putting together a lot of big names. So these are this is a 8-piece material card for Michael Douglas, Pacino, Brad Pitt, Kevin Costner, Denzel Washington, Burt Reynolds, Mark Wahlberg, and Bradley Cooper, number to 10. And then, here, I'll just set them aside like that until I put them back in the box. And then a 6-piece, this one is a sports one. Most of these are going to be in alphabetical order, but some are not. I can't even read the names on these. Tom Seaver, Joe Morgan, Pete Rose, Carl Yaz, Rod Carew, Frank Robinson. That's who is on this one. Sorry about the glare. I'll try to avoid that a little bit. So there's another, and that one's, I think that was a Pop Century too. And here's another one, Leading Ladies. So you got Halle Berry, Diane Lane, Maggie Gyllenhaal, Jennifer Gardner, Kate Hudson, Helen Hunt, Ashley Judd, and Molly Ringwald. I think I have another Molly Ringwald in here too. And then another one, Charlize Theron, Halle Berry, Sandra Bullock, and Kate Winslet. And then another 8-piece. I just love these. If I find one that I like and I can get it for a reasonable price, then I'll pick one up. If I don't have the people and I'm interested. So Ed O'Neill, Ariel Winter, Sofia Vergara. If you start to recognize the pattern here, this is I can't even think of the TV show right now. Does it say it on the back? I don't think it does. Anyway, they're all on. Someone type in chat the name of the TV show. Sarah Hyland, Rico Rodriguez, Eric Stonestreet, and Ty Burrell. Oh, I didn't realize that Ty Burrell wasn't. Okay. I didn't realize that. Yes, Modern Family. Thank you. I just could not put that together. Here's a trios with Aniston, Perry, and Courtney Cox. Who knows what show that is? This is fun. We can play Guess the Show on some of these. Ice Cube and 50 Cent. For those of you who like rap. Most times when I get something in, I will cut the tape and put in a brand new top loader because I can't stand the tape on top loaders. But some of them I left because I just didn't have, like, this is a thick card and I didn't have a top loader at the time. Anyway. How about Christina Applegate? I mean, there's at least one show that she's famous for on that one. Some of you who are a little older know this one. Catherine Bach. Knight Rider. Catherine Bach from Dukes of Hazzard. And I really like this one. I don't remember when I picked this up, but I remember being excited to find one of these. Lucille Ball. And then I have I had this on a shelf for a while, but where I had it, I wasn't getting to look at it very often, and I didn't want to get any additional light damage on it or anything, and it was just collecting dust on the shelf, so I put it in the box this month, actually. My Ernie Banks auto. And I have an Ernie Banks baseball over here anyway, so. Okay, so there's those. I have a full three column box. This is going to be a long video. Sorry, everyone. But stick around. I'll try and go kind of quick. So, why am I not seeing... I know who's on this. Banks and Ripken. I did not know. I got that wrong. So, Ernie Banks, Cal Ripken. This is a nice duel that I enjoy, that one. Trevor Bauer. I like some of the baseball signed cards. This was a great idea, and I love having like a signed ball, but in a card. Johnny Bench, game used bat. And then there's these like Piece of Hollywood. So Motorcycle Pants. That is why am I blanking on that? Worn by, where does it say? Oh, Drew Barrymore. Why was I breaking? I knew who it was, but I was blanking on her name. So, Drew Barrymore, Motorcycle Pants, worn from the movie. And then Beyonce, that's a huge Beyonce material piece. I like some of the material pieces. Selma Blair. It's a blast from the 90s. And then some Star Trek. T-pole. Top and pants. So I got a little sci-fi in there. This one was really cool too. I really like Stranger Things. Bobby Millie Brown is 11. And then a Pieceworks Hannah from Journey to the... What's it called? Journey to the Center of the Earth. 3D. This one was cool too. Lube Rock's bat. I'm going to start moving a little bit faster unless there's one that I really want to stop on. Sandra Bullock, large piece. George Bush Sr. I don't really collect a whole lot of political ones, but I think I got a good deal on that, so I grabbed it up. Rod Carew. Rod Carew bat. So there's some sports sprinkled through here. Tia Carrere. It's from like a shirt or something. And I'm not reading, like some of these are numbered, but I'm typically like the Rod Carews like to 49. I'm not spending a lot of time on the numbers. This one is really cool. Charlie Chaplin. I got super excited to receive this one. Charlie Chaplin piece. And then Bill Murray and Chevy Chase. A couple of comedy giants. And then a Ty Cobb. And this one actually, so this is when we were breaking written word, and this one was racked to me, if I believe, if I recall correctly. Ty Cobb. And I have, hold on. Hold on. It's in one of these. Where are you? Is it really going to be in the last one? Sure is. Yep. Then I also had this one from Jersey Fusion. Ty Cobb from a smoking jacket. This one's from a smoking jacket. Anyway, I'll set that over there. So we're in the C's. We're most of the way through the C's, I think. Let's keep going. More Ty Cobb. So we have some material and some bat for Ty Cobb. Coolio. It's like a sweater. It's a big sweater piece for Coolio. I'm a huge fan of Big Bang Theory, so I have two material cards for Penny. And then John Cusack. Penny is, not Penny, it's Kaylee Cuoco, of course. And then some older stuff too. So who was this? Betty Davis. That's right. Sometimes I have to go back and read them. Betty Davis dual materials. Felicia Day. So the Guild, if you like kind of geeky shows, the Guild is a fun show about a bunch of gamers that get together, and Felicia Day is like the star of that show. Felicia Day is a lot of fun. I love her. So I got her auto and her material. I had to buy the auto. I bought a case of the Guild product and ended up with a relic out of that case, as well as a bunch of other stuff. Coolio needs a sweater. And then another Felicia Day material that I got from somewhere, from Alien Ginter. This one I just thought was cool, so I had to buy it. It's not a relic or anything else. I just thought it was fun. I didn't know it existed, and then I saw it through, like, eBay said, hey, you probably want this, and I said, you're damn right I do, and I bought it. So sometimes the eBay algorithm works. There's a little Thor action. Darcy Lewis. How about Gilligan's Island? Who remembers Gilligan's Island? It's like a Bob Denver. And Tony Stark himself. Robert Downey Jr. Eliza Dushku. Some of these were just cheap, and I picked them up. They're not like someone that I follow a whole lot, but it was just affordable when I had the chance to grab it, so I grabbed it. Pull that one out, actually. And then we're back to some Pop Century. Pacino and Duvall. There's a couple more big names. Barbara Eden, I Dream of Jeannie. Carmen Electra. All of these are materials. This is another Carmen Electra material. I think I got a deal on that. This one I just thought was fun, so I started trying for the rainbow on these. The elf cards. I saw this on the poster that I used to have up for a while behind the break mat. And I was like, oh, the elf card's kind of fun. There's a Santa one too, I think. And a turkey, but I don't really care about the turkey. I might collect the Santa one also. And then this one was actually a gift Moff Gideon. Super cool Star Wars auto. Really love that one. All right, we're in the G's. Or no, we aren't. I don't. His name isn't Moff Gideon. It's Esposito. We're in the F's. So Corey Feldman and his wife. She has a card for some reason. I really liked Corey Feldman and Corey Haim too, so I made sure to get some of their. Ben Sheets and Bob Feller. Dual auto, number to 25. And then Allison Fisher, billiards player. Carrie Fisher. I wish I had a Carrie Fisher auto. I do not have one yet. And if I find one at the right price, I'll pick one up. But I do love the Carrie Fisher relic. And then this one, I collected two of them for some... Oh, because one had the auto. Diane Franklin. Spacing on that one, too. Also from Piecework, Brendan Fraser. From Journey to the Center of the Earth 3D. And then Ava Gardner. Oh, sorry about that glare again. There's a triple from Ava Gardner. That one's super cool too. I like some of the older ones like that. There's another Ava Gardner one. From like a dress or something, I think. Yeah, that's my blind kitty that you're hearing. She likes to meow really loudly when she's hungry or when she just pooped. Because she doesn't make it into the litter box because she's blind. So she's letting me know I have to go clean up, I think. Lillian Gish. And then it's Kick-Ass. That one's super cool. I like that one. And there's a robe from Casablanca. Who was this? This was Sidney Greenstreet, I guess, wore this when filming Casablanca. So that's kind of cool. Historical movie card. So that's still G's, right? Let's get this stack from Orphan Black. This was also a gift. Someone gifted that one to me. Jordan Gavaris. There's Corey Haim. So I got a nice big Corey Haim piece. This one I just picked up recently. I'm a huge fan of The Office. I've watched the whole series probably 15 times. So Athlete was the company that Jim went off to form as a partner, co-founder. And so that's his Athlete card. This is a robe from, who was this? Oh, Anne Hathaway. Yep. From the movie Passengers. I guess this was a robe, from a robe she wore in the movie Passengers. There's Goldie Hawn. A little bit of fun color in that one. Howard Wolowitz. Simon Helberg. From Big Bang. Bat Kings, Harry Hillman. Audrey Hepburn. Some of you may have heard of her. This is another piece from like a sweater or something. Death Eater. Autograph relic from Harry Potter. That is, oh, who is it? Olivia Higginbottom. That's why it's underage, for Higginbottom. Barbra Streisand and Whitney Houston. So that one's fun. Helen Hunt. How many people do we have watching right now? 5 people watching. Bless your hearts. I'm kind of surprised to have a whole 5 people, given that this last minute and everything. From the Outlander, John Hurt, I believe. Yeah, John Hurt from Outlander. I actually have 2 of these, a shirt and a pants. And I don't even know why I have these. I don't really collect John Hurt. So if someone does, let me know. And Sarah Hyland, again from Modern Family. I got this one before I got the other one with all of them on it. I stopped watching Modern Family for some reason. I got too busy or something. I don't know. This was another gift from my breaking days. So when I was breaking, every time I'd come across this guy, it made me think of nachos. So, yeah, that one was gifted to me for that reason. And then Latoya Jackson, big piece from Latoya Jackson. Samuel Jackson, another big piece from Samuel L. Jackson. Scarlett Johansson from Avengers. Thanks for stopping in, Kristen. Enjoy dinner. And then from the Nanny Diaries, an undershirt of, who was this? Oh, this is Scarlett Johansson also. From the Nanny Diaries. I didn't even watch that movie, but I have a relic from it apparently. And then Angelina Jolie. This is the only one I could get without spending a bunch of money. Little tiny relic. I'd love to get a better one, but I don't want to spend a ton of money. Anyway, Beth Green. Who was that played Beth Green? I forget the name. It doesn't say her name on here, but it's under J. Anyway. And then I have Colin Kaepernick Rainbow started. Not terribly exciting, but it's in this box because it's not Nolan Ryan or Roddy Tellez. And then Al Kaline. This one I actually sent to him and he signed for me, so this was through the mail autograph. Thanks, Eric. And then Al Kaline bat. That just is a nice looking card. I do have a little bit more political, so there's a JFK from some document that he handled at some point. And then Jackie Onassis Kennedy from her bra. No, I have no idea what that is. Not quite. I don't know if that's lacy or not. What is it? Fancy dress of some kind. Keira Knightley. Numbered to 15. A lot of these are numbered, but it doesn't really matter. Giant piece for Keira Knightley. Mila Kunis. I was excited about this one. I'm a big fan of Mila Kunis, too. Who is this? Hedy Lamarr. Another olden age silver screen. Allie Larder. That's a cool little pattern. I don't know what that's from, but it's a loud outfit, I guess. And then Vivian Leigh. This one actually, my cousin, when I went out to Arizona, one of the times I went out there in the last few years, I was over at his place and he said, "Hey, you'd probably want that." And I said, "Yes, I do." So he gave that to me. I gave him some Cardinals cards. And then Jerry Lewis. The Jerry Lewis relic. Evangeline Lilly from Ant-Man and the Wasp. It's like a kind of gold foil material of some kind. And then also from Ant-Man and the Wasp, another Evangeline Lilly. I don't know if I got those in a pair from eBay or something, but that's the first row. The next 2 rows will go a little bit faster. These are actually all the same person. I ended up collecting a bunch of these. But we met her in person, too. My wife got a picture with her, and I didn't think to. I was like, I don't need to, and then I regretted it later. Anyway, from Star Wars and also The Crow by Ling. So some materials and autos by Ling. And then Jennifer Love Hewitt from Ghost Whisperer. Yeah, I really enjoyed those. I thought they were way better. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to be doing yet in the NFT Break Club. We're going to figure stuff out, though. I'm on the lookout for stuff. Bela Lugosi. This one I was also super excited about. There's a lot of them in here that are like, oh, that's cool. Jennifer Love Hewitt. You know, for me, that doesn't... it isn't huge, but the Bela Lugosi is kind of huge for me. Yeah, anyway. Taryn Manning. Do you guys know she put out an album? It's not great. It's not horrible. I actually have a track or two in my playlist, but it's not the best thing either. It's alright. Good for her for doing it, though. Jane Mansfield. It's another one from way back, way back. Breaking into the wrestling, there's Eva Marie. Eddie Matthews, Bat. From Darius. And then who was this? From a slip from the Notebook. And this was Rachel McAdams. I guess this is from a slip that she wore in the Notebook. Then we have Danica McKellar. So I don't know if you guys watched The Wonder Years. Danica McKellar was one of my first screen crushes. Anyway, I follow her on Facebook. So I had to get a couple of hers. She's really cool. She does a lot for charities in the community and stuff like that. She's a great person. You know, from what I know of her, public persona anyway. I don't know her in person. Emily Mead. She's been in a few things. I can't think of off the top of my head. I'm not going to sit and dwell too long on it. There's another Emily Mead. This guy was a president at some point. John Monroe. James Monroe, my bad. Yeah, Winnie. Exactly. Yeah, James Monroe. So this is from some really cool document that, you can see the ink is faded on it. It's so old. Anyway, he handled that at some point. Had that in his big grubby mitts, and now it's mine. Marilyn Monroe. So I've got a couple pieces from Monroe. Took me a while before I had one of those. Who is this? Elizabeth Montgomery. I think someone gifted that to me. I'm not even sure. I don't remember. This is a jacket from G.I. Jane that Demi Moore wore. Part of a jacket, obviously not the whole jacket. But she apparently wore that in G.I. Jane. And then this is a relic from Eddie Murray. I think I actually pulled that myself out of something. Or got it in a break or something. Sally Sparrow from Doctor Who. So that's a cool little Doctor Who. Another nerd piece for the collection. Speaking of nerd piece, how about Spock? There's a piece worn by Leonard Nimoy. I don't have a Nimoy autograph. I wish I did. And then we've got Edward Norton. And this is a more recent one. From The Office. Oscar Martinez. I love the way these cards pop. Oh, Vom.Red. Oh, of course. Owen Jerkface. Owen. You don't even have a second name? It's horrible. Al Pacino. Owen's mother must have hated him. Gave him two first names that are the exact same. Another Big Bang Theory. Sheldon. for Jim Parsons, of course, played Sheldon. And then I'm very much like Sheldon in many regards. Danica Patrick. I have a couple of Danica Patricks. Lover or hater. But there's hers. And then Hayden Panettiere. I never pronounced that correctly. From Heroes. That's the first place I saw her. And then talking about someone cool, Abby Shudo, played by Polly Perrette. This is from, I think, from the jacket she wore on NCIS. So I learned about her on NCIS, but she also has a band, and she's just like a really cool person too. Like, go read up on her a little. She's pretty cool to find out about. Gaylord Perry auto. We'll keep trying to move along quickly. I have a few of these actually. Someone else that I'm super excited about is Lori Petty. So Lori Petty, like, I sent out a piece from Tank Girl, a print that I did. I mean, it was a photo. I just printed it, but I sent it out to her for an autograph through the mail, and she sent it back, and it took a long time. But I mean, they have lives and they're busy and they're not charging money or whatever. Anyway, she sent it back, and I tagged her on Twitter and said I was excited to have gotten it back, and she responded. Like, we tweeted back and forth a couple times, so that was kind of cool. Speaking of through the mail, there's our Richard Petty. I got 2 of them. He signed 2 cards. One was a mini, and I gave the mini away to someone who would enjoy it. I honestly can't remember who I gave it to, but I was just glad to get it to a fan. And I kept one for myself. And then this one is also more recent. From Parks and Recreation. Aubrey Plaza is, she's just fun. She's moody and broody, and she's a little bit crazy maybe, but she's really fun. Anyway, so there's a relic one of this card. But it's just like it's a ticket stub from that game that she threw out of the first pitch or whatever. But they're all too expensive. I don't want to pay that much for them. Anyway, but I have a relic from her hoodie, which is super cool. She always wore a hoodie on that show. And then also from Parks and Recreation, Amy Poehler. She's hilarious. I love Amy Poehler. And then this one, this actually came out of the estate that I'm doing. I looked up what it's worth. It's not worth much, but it's one of the older cards in my collection, and that's why I bought this out of the estate, because I just thought it was a cool old card. It's from 42 or 44 or something. 1940. 1940. Anyway, Laura Prepon. You may know her from that 70s show, but also from Orange is the New Black. And then this guy you've probably heard of. This is Elvis Presley. Another one that this took me a while to get an Elvis Presley relic, and I really wanted. They have leather jacket relics of him all over the place, but they're so rare enough that they're kind of pricey to get your hands on. So I don't have one of those, but the shirt's good too. And then Bernadette Rostenkowski-Wolowitz. Anyway, played by Michelle Rauch. She's funny too. I love her in that show. Gabrielle Reese. Here's another huge piece. This one is Molly Ringwald. Pretty in Pink, Breakfast Club, etc. And then, who do we have on this one? This was Ginger Rogers and Jimmy Stewart. Really cool silver screen dual relic. And then this one, I believe I paid for it, but I didn't pay much. From someone in our break club hobby shop. Just really, these Trinity patches are just really fun to look at. So I had to have that. I don't really collect Drew Romo, but I just had to have that patch because it's really nice to look at. sometimes it's not about what it's worth, or sometimes it's just about enjoying it, having something that you enjoy looking at. Anyway, Mickey Rourke, he's been in a few things. Ronda Rousey, you guys know her from WWE or UFC. Rowdy Ronda Rousey. So this one, many of you have heard of before. This is Jack Ruby. This is a piece from a jacket or something that I don't remember. I'm not going to look and read the back of all these, but Jack Ruby. Probably something he wore before the shooting. Jane Russell. Another old one. Oh, that guy's name can't even pronounce. His mother really hated him. What is that? Like, what is that supposed to do? What kind of dumbass spam is that? Someone enlighten me. How does that make someone money? I don't understand it. Anyway, here's another of my early screen crushes, Meredith Salinger. So this is when I first met her. From one of my all-time favorite movies, Dream a Little Dream. I mean, this isn't from that, but this is around the same age, right? And then this is a little bit more recent. And she is now married to one of my favorite comedians. Anyway, there's another Meredith Salinger. And that one actually looks like the same relic as this one. So, different photo, but if you look at the relic, they're from the same shirt or whatever. Molly Sims, I don't know where or why, but I have that one. Frank Sinatra. May have heard of Frank Sinatra before. Huge relic from Frank Sinatra. I believe that's from a scarf. I really like my Frank Sinatra. And then here's another Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin. Sinatra and Martin. One day soon I'll go through my Nolan Ryan collection. Enos Slaughter. I do love a lot of the old players, relics, and mostly relics and bats and stuff. Autos sometimes too. Ulrich Soler, there's another one. Again, Trinity, just incredible patches in Trinity. I really love those. And then Tris Speaker, quad bat. It's a fun card from Museum Collection. And Britney Spears. And I do have in my graded card box, I think it's Madonna and Britney Spears dual. But it's graded, so it's in a different box. Anyway, there's a huge one from Britney Spears. She's all over the place with drama in the last, I don't know, decade. She and her sister hate each other. I don't really pay a whole lot of attention. But they're always clapping back at each other. Anyway, Sly. There's Sly Stallone. Big old piece from him. I kept forgetting I had this. I'm actually going to send this out for grading. Now that I think about this, I'm going to keep this out because it's going to PSA. This is, so you used to be able to buy these as a set, but not autographed. Wander Franco Trinity auto. That would be awesome. Wow. I'll have to see a picture of that. Anyway, this they used to sell these. So this was at Cooperstown. They would sell a whole set of these, and they're like these metal cards, right? There's nothing on the back. It's like a piece of tin. And it's supposed to represent their plaque, right? Their Cooperstown plaque. And you'd buy a set of these. Well, some people got them signed. And so this one's signed by Stargell. This is part of a set that got broken up. I had a few of them. I had bought a few or won a few, I don't remember, out of the set. But this is the one I still have. I'm going to send that out for grading. Jimmy Stewart, another Jimmy Stewart. Like a sweater or something. Um, Along Came Polly. This was, who was it? Ben Stiller. I really wish these Piece of Hollywood, if they would put the actor's name on the front. But they just don't. They decide not to. Like these are better. Barbra Streisand. Another big piece for Barbra Streisand. Oops. Throwing that right in the microphone. This was Elizabeth Taylor. It's a cool piece. Kind of a lacy, I don't know what that's from. Slipper, fancy dress or something. And then from Thor, Valkyrie. Also from Thor. With Valkyrie and, and Thor, duh. So that one's cool. I like those materials. How about Lana Turner? I love the color on that. The video here isn't doing it justice. It's a really cool purple. It's a little washed out. This guy you've heard of before. George Washington. I was pretty excited to get this one. And then I ended up with two of them and had to sell one. Like, I think I bought this one off Jules or someone after one of the breaks. And then I opened some for myself. I got a case and opened it for myself and got one and had to sell it. I wish I had the auto, but it would be fairly expensive. Anyway, there's Hermione Granger as I just freaking chuck it. Anyway, Emma Watson. I'm just spacing out on names today. Emma Watson as Hermione Granger. And then John Wayne and Joan Crawford on this one. It's a duel from a reunion in France, which I've never seen. And then Rutina Wesley. I also have an autograph of hers that is out on a shelf in the living room. From True Blood. She was in True Blood, if I recall. And then Adam West, the original Batman. So that's another cool piece. I was happy to get that one. I'm getting close. So this is kind of an interesting. All of these are going to be one person, and I won't spend a lot of time on it. But I did want to show it. This is in the same fashion of Ratty Telez. I don't remember why I started collecting, but I started collecting. I think I probably got a few of them, and I was like, oh, I'm going to try and go for the whole run of her cards. So out of Goodwin Champions, I'm trying to get all of them. And some of these look the same, but they're not. Like, one of those is a blank back, even though the front is the exact same. Anyway, this Stevie Wise, American softball player. So I have all those minis, and then all these as well. Just a whole run of them. I almost have the master set going here. Almost done. A few more. So there's some inscribed autos, non-inscribed autos. Again, like, these two look the same, but they're not the same. I don't know why they did a blank back version of some of these. And then the 3D lenticular, those are cool. Holy cow, spammers! What's the deal? You're not gonna get any money out of people with Sister 19. Okay, whatever, dude. Anyway, this is so Sydney Wood is a young girl who was doing really well at sports. She played soccer and basketball, and she had a huge passion and a love for life. And she died kind of suddenly, and her parents put together a foundation to help other people. And Upper Deck did a card to kind of tell her story. And they sold the card through their website. If you did a donation, you could get one of her cards. So I thought that was just a real touching thing, and I did a donation. And that will always be in my collection. Okay, let's get into some exciting stuff. So now we're getting out of celebrities a little bit into space and aviation. Man, this is a long video already. But we're getting close. So, yeah, so this one's from a Mach C-202 Fulgor. So this is a, I don't know, it's a piece from the plane. These are fun hits to get out of Goodwin and some other stuff like that. So anyway, this one's a Veltro. And then we've got some astronaut stuff. So that one's just a proof, number to 50, of Eileen Collins, Dick Gordon, relic, Alan Bean, relic. I'm super excited about all my space and astronaut stuff. Hoot Gibson, relic. And then Charles Duke. And for some reason I have two. This one's a proof, numbered to 99. And then Bill Pogue and Sally Ride. And then Scott Carpenter, autograph. But wait, there's more. We're into the third row now. So keeping with the astronaut theme, Eileen Collins again, but this one's an autograph. And then we've got Jim Lovell. If you've watched any space-like documentaries and some of the movies, you'll recognize some of these names. Gene Kranz. And he actually, I believe I have a through the mail autograph of Gene Kranz, in another box. And then there's another Sally Ride. And Jay Apt. I got two of those for some reason. Oh, and then these are pretty cool. So this is a piece from the International Space Station, or this is from Space Lab. So this is some wiring from Space Lab that was in space and is now in my house. And then similarly, this is from Space Shuttle Atlantis. Once again, that was part of a payload that was out in space. And then I've got this guy. Just another piece of wiring from Space Lab. Same as the last one. And then this, I had to trade into this one. I think I did a trade in cash or just a trade, but I had my eye on this for a while. This is one that I pulled in a break. I pulled the redemption card. Sent it out to the spot holder. It got redeemed. You know, took a little while, came back redeemed. And I kind of talked back and forth about it. And then eventually I pulled the trigger. I got a fair deal on it and pulled the trigger on that. And it's just a huge piece from a housing cover from Space Shuttle Orbiter. So that's a huge one. And then there's this one. And I have a note on the back of this one. You can see a sticky note. This was I put notes on some of these. When someone racks something to me, I'll put a note like this on it sometimes. Just as a reminder, you know, especially if it's something that I might have bought myself, that I'll never sell it, right? Even if I don't want it one day or I die one day. My wife has specific instructions. You can't sell these. They have to be given away. If it ever leaves my collection, it'll have to be given away. Anyway, this is from Space Shuttle Endeavour. How cool is that? From a Mission STS-77 blanket. And then there's this one from Discovery. Space Hab Module Stowage Assembly Unit. So that's cool. And then here's another one. I had to put up a little bit of cash a lot of cash. I mean, not a ton, but I had to put up some cash and some trade. Cash and slabs to get this. But I was super excited to get it. DNA, basic fossilized piece of Spinosaurus. Just a little dinosaur relic, no big deal. And then we get into some more of the history stuff. So, Statue of Liberty. Like some cement dust from Statue of Liberty. One of my first relics. And then JFK piece from the Berlin Wall. Again, just like some dust, essentially, from the Berlin Wall. And then, who is this? Not Hoover. Who is this? Oh, Lyndon B Johnson. So it's a presidential first pitch, piece of a chair from Lyndon B Johnson. And then let me see if I may have some more in here that were worth showing off. Some of these, there's some stuff in here that's just ended up in this box because I had a little bit of space in this box. Nothing real huge. That one's fun. There's just some stuff that didn't fit in another box for one reason or another. Like some of these I'm fine selling. I don't want to actually keep these necessarily. But I just haven't gotten them up for sale. This is a Garbage Pail Kids like super short print autograph. Anyway. That's about it, I think. This is this is from the bar in the news. This is actually one I want to keep. I need to move that over. From Pearl Harbor, from a newspaper. And then, a bunch of other stuff. I don't think there was anything else too exciting in here, to be honest. There was one other piece that I want to show off that I will go get. Puppies, what are you doing? All right, this is the last one. This one I keep out in the living room. My wife bought me a box of cards several years back, probably 10 years ago. Almost. This would have been about 9 years ago. Anyway, so I forget what the box was. This was like a Celebrity Cuts or something. And this was the auto that came out of it. And I was super excited about this. It's Isaac Asimov, and it's PSA DNA certified and whatever, but I was super excited about that one. I love this piece, and I like having it out in the living room where I mean, it's with a few other things, and I don't see it all the time because it's on a lower shelf, but when I walk by and I do see it, it makes me smile. Not only because my wife got it for me, but because I really like who it is from and all that. So anyway, that was a fun piece that I got. So I keep that out where I can see it. And that's about it. So I will do another one of these at some point with my Nolan Ryan collection. I'll do one with the Rowdy Tellez collection, but I need to get it so I'm not showing every card because then it's like thousands of cards. So I'm thinking I may do a video with just all my one-of-ones from Nolan Ryan or from Rowdy Tellez or something like that. We'll see. That may happen soon. But that's it for now. Thanks for joining in and looking through my collection with me. It's been fun for me to go back through these and look at them. I pull this out once every probably a couple of years and look at. Oh, there is one more piece that I keep in my collection. Where is it? Holy cow, I have too many boxes in here, and they're all too close together. I think it's in here. Let me see. Unfortunately, I have way too many PSA slabs in here. That's not it. That's my 1975 collection. I'm collecting the whole 1975 PSA set. But I'm not showing that right now. And I'm not showing off all my Nolan Ryan PSA slabs right now. That's for another time. Oh, this is the one I talked about, though. Oh, it's Courtney Love and Madonna. I mentioned this earlier. That's Courtney Love and Madonna on that one. So that's one that I had in my slabs box. But there was another one in here. That's not it. Those are all for sale. I think. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to find. There was one there. Really. There it is. This is one in my collection. It's with all my stuff for sale, but it's not for sale. Let me get out of the light here. So this one is T206 from 1908, 9, somewhere around there. Ed Summers. It's a 1.5. And honestly, I just really wanted to have a T206 card. And I don't think I will ever buy any of these raw. I don't know enough to be able to authenticate them myself. So, like, if I buy one, it'll probably be PSA graded already. But that one's one that I really enjoyed. Okay, so that's it. That's it. I won't show any more right now. I will do I'll do one of these with Nolan Ryan and show my Nolan Ryan autos and one-of-ones and some of the more unique stuff that I have. And I might do one with Rowdy Tellez too and just go through all the one-of-ones and autos. Not all of them. There's too many autos, but I'll do something like that. It'd be fun. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.